Stephen Curry won't be pleased with the status of team architect Bob Myers. The Golden State Warriors have been the model of success in the NBA for the past several years, and that is largely due to Bob Myers, the Warriors' general manager. However, his future with the team may not be 100% secure. He is currently in the final year of his contract, which is set to expire in June, and there has been no further information regarding a potential new deal as per Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. Bob Myers was originally hired by the Warriors as an assistant general manager under former GM Larry Riley, but was promoted after the team moved Riley into the director of scouting position. In his first draft as Warriors general manager, Myers drafted Harrison Barnes in the first round and Draymond Green in the second round. Both players became integral pieces during the team's 2015 championship run. He also made the decision to hire Steve Kerr as head coach in 2014. Under Myers, the Warriors reached 5 straight NBA Finals appearances and 6 Finals appearances in 8 years, including 4 championships. The Warriors also managed to sign Kevin Durant during Myers' tenure. The Toronto Raptors are one of the deepest teams in the NBA. Yet despite that, they also appear to be a team with a clear ceiling short of an Eastern Conference Finals berth. Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam are bona fide all-stars, and OG Anunoby is having his best season yet, but unless they soar up the standings soon, don't expect any of them to be shielded from trade rumors. According to Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus, while the Raptors are still trending toward keeping their roster intact, teams around the league are monitoring their situation closely with the hopes of poaching some of their talent should they open up shop. The timeline of their players don't match, one source told Pincus. They have good players, but it will be interesting to see how they navigate with OG, Anunoby, and Fred VanVleet. One added aspect is the fact that the Raptors are entering the window with Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby, wherein they can fully maximize their trade value. Both players have 1 additional year left on their deal for next season, which makes them more attractive trade targets compared to an expiring asset. If the Raptors are to change direction, some around the league believe now would be the time, as players tend to draw less in return when they are on expiring contracts. With Scotty Barnes looking like the team's preferred foundational piece, a full-on restart is at least in Raptors GM Masai Ujiri's back pocket. How likely it is that he reaches for it is a different story. The Phoenix Suns have been linked with Kyle Kuzma as of late, but sure enough, he's not the only one that the team is interested in as they look to get more help for Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Apparently, the Suns are also eyeing a potential deal with the Houston Rockets where they could land both swingman Kenyon Martin Jr. and Eric Gordon. Phoenix is believed to have some level of interest in the two, especially with the team missing Cam Johnson due to injury. Not to mention that they are lacking depth in the guard positions and could really use some help in those areas. Martin could be a nice fit for the Suns, especially with the team looking for some offensive boost off the bench behind Booker. The 21-year-old is currently averaging 10.7 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 1.4 assists while shooting 54% from the field. While his three-point shooting leaves much to be desired, he could certainly fill in the shoes of Johnson on offense while adding some rebounding. Meanwhile, Gordon has played with Paul before when the point guard was still with the Houston Rockets. He is a solid veteran who had one of the most efficient shooting seasons in all of NBA in 2021-22. While some of his numbers are down this year, he could thrive with a bigger role with the Suns. Of course, it remains to be seen what the Suns will have to pay to get Kenyon Martin Jr. and Eric Gordon, especially since the two are unlikely to come cheap. However, it does look like the Phoenix franchise is really determined to make some changes to improve the team and compete for the NBA title once again.